What's up, you guys? It's just new me. I got on here because, and I have some knocking at the door. But yeah, I got on here because I have a new unit that was made for me, so I'm very excited about it. Let me let my baby in because he wants to come in here. Come on, you come in. So anyway, I wanted to show you guys what the hair looks like. The hair is actually from Yvonne off of ALIEXPRESS, and I have actually, so it's two different companies. It's Yvonne Kinky curly hair, and then also I have a Bliss wig closure. And so yeah, this is what I have on my hair, and I just got the unit made, so I haven't finished really customizing it. So it's really more so like my initial review of the hair. And so it is a different texture, and I have been watching YouTube videos regarding this hair before I purchased it, because I was thinking that I definitely wanted another kinky type of unit. I have a couple of kinky types of kinky units, but they're old. They're old. One of them is like maybe 2 years old. Am I talking or are you talking? Yes. We're both talking. Yeah. Can you say hi? Good job. Good job. Anyway, the kinky units that I have are a couple of years old, so I wanted to get an updated kinky unit. Yes. And anyway, I have to let my co-host go. But yeah, so there are two different types of hair textures going on. They're both kinky, curly type of hair texture, but this in the back, of course, is looser. And I will say this is not the natural pattern that the hair came in. I washed the hair, I brushed the hair, put some argan oil on the hair, and I also twisted the hair. I find that if you twist this hair, from the little time that I've had it, you don't really get a lot of tangles, which is good. But this hair in the front, the closure part, which I did make the part a little thicker because the part was really thin, where it really just looked really fake to me. So I kind of made it where how I would wear my hair. And then they have like some baby hairs here, which are really long, but I'm kind of just keeping it on there because I haven't really decided what I'm gonna do with the baby hairs at this point. I did put a little bit of foundation in here just so it can kind of match my scalp. I think I'm gonna actually make this part slightly thicker because it still kind of looks fake to me. But the bundles, before I get back into the texture, I just want to tell you, and I'll have all that linked down in the description box, but the bundles are 22 and 18, and then I have an 18-inch closure. So I only have two bundles and a closure, basically. Because I found that when I was watching the videos and most people would get 3 bundles and a closure, it was just so much hair. And they had a lot of issues with tangling of the hair. So because of that, I was just like, I think if you have so much hair, you're gonna have that issue with tangling, especially, you know, when it's kinky curly. So you have to kind of be mindful of that. The more hair you have in a kinky curly state, the more likely you're gonna get tangles. So that's why I decided to just get 2 bundles and a closure. And actually it's more of like a normal amount of hair like somebody would typically have, and it's still a lot of hair. If you look, it's still pretty thick. It's still pretty thick. So, but yeah, back to this closure. So the closure is a different texture. It's a lot more, I would say it's not as loose as the back, so it's more of a tighter curl pattern. Also, it gives me a lot more frizz, and I kind of knew that before I bought it because based on the reviews of the hair, people were saying that the closure was a lot more frizzy. Let me see. There was one review that actually didn't get a Bliss wig closure. They just got the Yvonne closure, and it didn't look bad. It didn't look bad, but to me, it didn't look as natural as I would want mine to look. And that's why I said I was gonna get the Bliss wig and try it out. But anyway, so I twisted it up this morning. I did dye it to make it lighter, because you guys, you know, if you follow me, you know that I like to have color in my hair, just mainly on the front with my face, because I just feel it kind of brightens up your face and it just doesn't give you like a flat look and stuff. So that's why I do that. But yeah, I wet it down with conditioner and water, and I twisted it up, and I think that's how I'm gonna do it all the time, because when I took it down this morning, like, I liked the curl pattern that I got from me twisting it at night. When I didn't twist it and I just brushed it out, and I only used conditioner and water and a little bit of argan oil, I'm not gonna be putting a lot of products on it, because I have found that when you're dealing with like wigs or weaves or anything like that, you load it down with product, it causes a lot of problems with the hair in itself. And then, you know, a lot of the videos that I've watched, people are like, oh, don't buy the hair is horrible, it tangled on me, it did all these things. And I'm listening to them, but also they're saying all the stuff that they did to it, and I'm just like, you probably did that yourself, you know? So you just have to be mindful of all the products that you're using. Yes, you want to treat it like your hair and wash it and condition it and all of that, but you really don't have to load it down with product. If you want to define your curls, you may have to put a curl defining conditioner, something like that on it, that's maybe silicone based. I found that Pantene has a really good line when it comes to like curly shampoo, curly conditioner, silk shampoo, silk conditioner, that kind of thing. I actually like that line for weaves and wigs and stuff. I've never had an issue with them. So I'll probably be using the Pantene brand to, you know, keep my units and my weaves and stuff, keep them clean, because I have been using other shampoos and I just found that sometimes it really will dry out the hair, and you know, then you have to deal with tangles and stuff like that, and I haven't found that with the Pantene line. So that's why I'm saying that. Plus the Pantene line is pretty cheap and you can get it basically anywhere, so that's why I'm going to be using it. But let me take these twists down so you guys can see how the closure actually looks. The closure is an 18-inch closure. This is how it looks close up. So you can see the frizz kind of in here. This is from me wetting it and brushing it with not a Denman brush, but just a brush that's similar to a Denman brush. If you want to define your curls, that's a good way of doing that. But this will get frizzy. So I just found that twisting it helps define it more. And you know, the more you play with it, the bigger it kind of gets. Now this side was damp, and it's still very damp. So now as you see, it's like swelling up, right? This side was dry and it's not as fluffy. But yes, this is what it looks like. And I think also what I may do, I don't know, I kind of want to give it some shape, because at this point it doesn't really have a lot of shape to it. It's just kind of like blah. And I'm not really that good at cutting curly hair. So, excuse me. So I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I may have to actually have one of my friends shape it up for me while it's on my head. But at this point, this is how it looks. This is the length with it in its curly state. The bottom bundle is a 22-inch. I'll pull it down. Oh yeah, so as you see, I'll pull this down. It comes under my breast. So it comes like about right there. So it's 22 inches for that. And then the 18 one is the closure, and I mean, it's pretty long still, but it's definitely long, and both sides are the same. So that's the longest. And I was debating about the length, because I knew I didn't want it to be too long, but I also knew that I didn't want it to be very short, because I wanted to be able to have the option to cut it if I wanted to. So hopefully, you know, I don't have any problems with the hair. I plan on coming back maybe and doing a final review probably after about a month or so of wearing the unit, and we'll see how that goes. But yeah, it gets pretty big. It gets pretty big, which actually I don't mind the bigness, because I have my hair in like 8 twists, just 8 fat 2-strand twists. And I have a stocking cap on under this, of course. So, you know, because my hair is not completely flat, I'm okay with this being kind of big. It kind of goes, you know, it kind of camouflages the fact that I don't have my hair like completely flat. But yeah, so I just want to get in here quickly and show you guys the hair. And yeah, if you're interested in getting this hair, I will leave all the information down in the description box for you. And I hope you guys are having a great Sunday. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.